Hey, thanks for joining me on my walk today. I thought I'd talk to you for a little bit about the unconditional love of God. But before I do that, I want to talk to you about the Jewish concept of knowing a truth. You know, today, if we say we know something, typically what we mean is I've mastered a fact. I know something up here. But a Jewish person never defined knowledge in that way. To know something was to know it up here, for sure, but it also meant to know it in here, to feel it, to experience it, to know that it's true at the core of your being. And it also meant that you lived it out. So it was not just your head, it was your heart and your hands. It was the totality of your personhood involved in knowing a truth. Well, this especially relates to the unconditional love of God. You know, for me personally, I can tell you, I have known for many years, as in knew up here, about the unconditional love of God. I could quote you verses. I could talk to you about examples. I could give you all kinds of illustrations of the unconditional love of God. We know it's true. God loves us at our worst. He loves us at our best. He loves us at every state in between. God's love is not predicated on my behavior. So I can know that as a fact, but not be experiencing it in here. And if we don't experience it in here, even though we know it up here, we will live like it's not true. We will constantly be trying to prove ourselves worthy of love. When we blow it, when we mess up, we'll act as if God's forgiveness is not enough. That's going to be God's forgiveness plus my effort that makes me somehow earn back his love. And so that's the dilemma. That's the jeopardy, is when you only know a truth in your head, but you haven't experienced it in your heart. It's really hard to truly not just know that truth, but then live it out. So the question is, how does one move a fact from the head to the heart? Well, with the unconditional love of God, you have to be in a position where you need the unconditional love of God. You don't experience the unconditional love of God at your best. You don't. In fact, love that comes to you when you're at your best and doing everything right just seems like an affirmation of everything that's right in your life. And so it tends to actually feed and fuel this desire in us to earn the love of God. But the love of God, to experience his unconditional love, means you have to experience his love at your worst, when the bottom falls out, when you could not be more disappointed in yourself, when you feel like a complete and total failure, when in those moments you sense that voice in your spirit that is uniquely God's that says, I love you just the way you are. And nothing you've ever done or will do is going to change that. When you sense his affirming love in the midst of your failure, then you come to experience the unconditional love of God. And once you experience it, it sets you free to really live it. To live like the truth is true. To go through life not needing those external validations that you crave, that you constantly seek. To know that you live in a settled place, that God loves me just the way I am. So that's my prayer for you today, that you would come to know in your mind, your heart, your will, in your head, your heart, and your hands, just how special his love is for you, the unconditional love of God. God bless you. I'll see you again real soon.